Friday morning, 18th of May 2001. On the site of Leftwich Hall at Leftwich, Cheshire, England. Typical day, blowing half a gale, and it's been raining heavily too. A team from Manchester University are on site to do a geophysical survey to see if any traces of Leftwich Old Hall can be found. The Church of the Good Shepherd is the Leftwich place of worship that belongs to the parish church of Davenham, St Wilfrid's Davenham being the parent parish of Leftwich. Unfortunately, the area has a lot of problems with use, and the building shows it. The gentleman in the centre is Keith Maud of Manchester University, the Department of History, Art and Archaeology, and the leader of the team who are to do the survey. They're at present marking out the part of the site to establish a grid pattern to work on. The Church of the Good Shepherd again. There are perhaps some doubts about its future. Unfortunately, from our point of view, it stands smack bang in the middle of the site, as does the tarmac car parking area. The tree there is a fruit tree that stood in the orchard of Old Hall Farm, which from the maps that we have is also the same site as the orchard of the Old Hall. It proves that we're at least in the right area, and the age of that tree is uncertain, but it's been there a considerable while. Is this part of the grid, Keith?
Well, no, it's on this side, yeah.
Which part of the survey is this?
This is the resistivity.
The resistivity?
Yeah.
Which?
Resistivity.
Which does?
Which measures the resistance in the ground it's measuring.
Right.
So that you can pick up walls, ditches, and you can tell the difference between the resistance.
Right.
The wall obviously won't allow the electricity to flow through it.
Right.
Whereas a sort of something, maybe a ditch, that's got soils in it that are not very compact,
okay,
will allow it to go through. So you get differences in electrical resistance, and then you put it through the computer, and it fiddles about with the numbers basically and produces a picture.
Right.
And so you can get these high and low resistance patterns.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it works very well. Very simple, but very good. Have you found some?
No, I've got some wire. No, that's good, that will.
Not at all, no. It's a theodolite, or a total station, and we use it to survey the ground. We can make a plot of the actual field itself,
right,
and then put the grid in the plots, and it's all to scale. You see them using it on work sites, building sites. It's just a surveying instrument.
Right.
I'm just setting it up now to so it knows where it is, and I can get on with the survey.
Keith taking readings along the grid. St Wilfrid's Dagenham, the steeple can just be seen behind the building there, half a mile to the south of this site. What's Keith doing, Debbie?
Keith is walking around with what we call a detail pole.
Right.
And I'm focusing on the little prism. This machine provides an infrared beam out to the prism and reads all the measurements, its height, distance, so we can actually plot it.
Okay.
On the computer.
Thank you.
We'll draw like a plan. From this we'll be able to get a plan.
Yeah.
And a 3D image as well of the height of the ground.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
The site of the hall's on sloping ground downwards to the north. In the background there is the edge of the American family's Leftwich marker stone. The little church of the Good Shepherd stands on the centre of the rectangular plot, and the hall would have covered most of this. What's this, Malcolm?
It's what?
What's this?
Setting up the worst bit. Find out where my 18 mark is. That should be something like. Don't show me bald bit, will you?
Hmm?
See, don't show me bald bit.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. In the corner by the tree there is where the drive came onto the Hall site from London Road. This is looking westwards. The range of Hall buildings came across the grassy area here, through where the American marker stone is, with Keith still at it, and finished about here where the little. The small rectangular grass plot here is, I believe, where the pond lay that's shown on every map of the Hall. That was the eastern end of the Hall. The building's behind a retirement bungalow. View of the site from the south. We've had the council's road sweeper, grass cutter, full treatment today. There's some fine sandstone blocks here that edge the driveway to the little church. Many of them are carved. It's not known where they came from, but it is possible that they're from either the Hall or Davenham Church, because the man who did the rebuild in Victorian times lived at the old Hall farm at the time.
And all around here?
Well, from, I don't think I could see you down to that, right to that corner where the grass finishes, and then round the grass to more or less where the lampstand it is, and then we want these other three trees. That sewage manhole.
Well, it's kept fine for us anyway, Keith.
That's why I've got that in.
Like the hat. Malcolm started on the other side. Success?
No. Don't show me ball bit again.
Well, here we are, folks. 19 from Manchester University. Malcolm doing his best to hide Debbie. Debbie doing her best to hide behind Malcolm. Are we going to shout the other names out?
Rob.
It's all gone quiet.
You've got the name.
I know the guy on the right. That's our friend Keith. Just think of it. Give them all a good laugh in America.
That's right. Should we all wave? Give a wave.
Anyway, you've done a good morning's work, thanks.
Hours and hours of film of this. All the way to Virginia this is going. How's that then, Keith?
Lovely.